One being contested between athletes from Cuba and Azerbaijan. Naim Ramaj of Croatia is the referee up there in the boxing ring. So a little bit of a plyometric dip of the knees before the opening bell from the Cuban boxer. That's the man wearing red, and that is Darian FAVIER Castro. We'll refer to him as Favier in this contest. The man who's looking for a big backhand wearing blue is Elmir NOVRUZOV of Azerbaijan. Two strong boxing nations on the global stage. Again, southpaw and orthodox boxers always likely to clash with their lead legs. So Favier, part of a 9-man Cuban boxing team. No women boxers here for the Caribbean island nation. And they've got men in every weight category other than 91 kilograms. When you see Favier showing that characteristic we so often associate with Cuban boxers of raising his hands when he feels he's landed a scoring shot. See it once again. Again, just trying to get inside the mind of the opponent, as if to say, well, I've got your number here. As he keeps his composure in the boxing ring, content to dart left and right. Beautiful move with the feet to cause the attempted body shot to fall short. Quick reflex, quick-footed fighter is Favier Castro. NOVRUZOV looking to uncoil heavy hooks, and that's a push into the ropes to keep NOVRUZOV confined, but Favier wasn't able to capitalize. Beyond the midpoint of the opening round here. That left hand looked long to me, despite Favier raising it. I think lead hand wasn't too far away from NOVRUZOV. Both boxers trying to go downstairs to the body. Well, both of them looking for single pot shot successes here. See that again from Favier. One and done. He moves in with the feet, spears out a left cross invariably, and then skips away out of potential harm's way. So trying to draw that lead now. Tempting and teasing in front of his man. Left cross was a nice shot landed by Favier. Beautiful 1-2, and that is a crisp combination, the most basic combination in the sport. Executed beautifully there by the southpaw representing Cuba. Check right hand was a good shot from Favier. One suspects he's got the opening round. Well, it's gone the other way. NOVRUZOV taking it on a 4-1 split. So what type of response is that going to bring from the Cuban corner, and indeed, most importantly, the Cuban boxer? Because Favier demonstrated that he likes to box at his own tempo, but having conceded the opening round 4-1, well, he's going to have to get after his man here. How will he choose to go about it? The momentum in favor of NOVRUZOV. So into the second round, and aware of the fact that he's conceded the first on a 4-1 split, it's an altogether more aggressive Darian FAVIER, who comes out for this second round. But how about that for a right hand front around the corner from NOVRUZOV? So the tempo noticeably quicker, being boxed in the same tenor, in that both men looking to score with eye-catching singles or 1-2 combinations at best. But there's a discernible, noticeable quickening of the pace here in the opening minute of round 2. Counter right jab is a nice shot landed by FAVIER. Looking to bring the left cross into play. Overhand left, not too far away from the man in red. Goes downstairs with a shot to the body, which scores against NOVRUZOV. Cuffing right hand landed with the inside of the glove. NOVRUZOV on his back foot now. Exchange of shots between the boxers once again. But the man stepping on the front foot, countered by a single shot as he went looking for a cluster of punches, finishing with an overhand left. That's a beautiful bolo left hand to the body. Left cross brought into play by FAVIER. So FAVIER keen to get back into the mix. Beautiful single left hand scored by NOVRUZOV. Caught by a right cross. NOVRUZOV kept the attack going. The Cuban backed up and was picked off by a single shot success during the course of that cluster from the man in blue. Loading up on that left hand and short of the mark. NOVRUZOV just remaining patient, but he runs into a right jab there. Minute to go in the second round. Nice right jab scored again by FAVIER. NOVRUZOV coming forward, but not accurate with his attempted offense. FAVIER looking to land without reply. NOVRUZOV weaving in front of his man, but the left hand just glanced him. NOVRUZOV initiating a clinch here now, holding on. FAVIER right back into the mix. Both boxers being encouraged volubly by their respective corners. NOVRUZOV spoken to about holding. I noted the fact that he initiated a clinch just a few moments ago, and look how keen FAVIER is to step back into the fray, trying to target the body, but look at the holding with the left hand from NOVRUZOV. Well, an altogether quicker tempo second round. And it's FAVIER who has swept it across the board to tie things up for judges A, B, C, and D. He's got a 2-point lead for Judge E. He's got the momentum in his favor. He was far busier in that second round, landed with the more eye-catching shots. So this contest remains in the balance. It is practically all going to come down to the final 3 minutes. Now, was NOVRUZOV fading through the course of that second round? Is the 60-second interval going to be enough to replenish his energy levels, where he'll be able to box and compete with the intensity that's going to be required here to progress through to the last 16? FAVIER remains standing, just showing his opponent that despite what's gone before, he's ready to go to battle once again. So into the third and final round then. Ho, ho, ho. Neither man wants to concede any ground. Sent back to the respective corners by the referee of this contest. That is all square for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. The second round was swept unanimously by the southpaw, who just scored with a cracking right-left combination. Aware of that, NOVRUZOV goes in search of his get-back, but he's put on the end of a left cross once again. Get-back, one of the favorite phrases of the 1988 Val Barker Trophy winner at the Olympic Games, Roy Jones Jr. And that's perhaps the essence of sport and indeed boxing. Always have the final word. So FAVIER, well, I'm not sure that this punch-picking tactic, which he used in the first, is the way to go about his craft here, because he won the second round, at least from my perspective, by stepping on the gas and being busy. He swept it unanimously. Goes looking for a big left hand, but at this type of tempo, when he's waiting and not pressing, this allows Novruzov to rest, and if he was fading, as he's put onto the end of a beautiful 1-2 combination by Favier, he's being patient, but I think pressure is what served him so well in the second round. Just think it's a bit of a dangerous game to play in a contest that is all square for judges A, B, C, and D. Didn't pull the trigger when he faked the 1-2, tried to counter with the left hand. It's another untidy tangle, and again, look at the man initiating the holding, but sneakily, he gets to work with a burst of punches to body, and then a final hook as the referee came to intervene. Exchange of jolting shots as both men step into range. Beautiful counter 1-2 once again. Novruzov ran into it, and the left hand caused him to stop in his tracks. Lead right hand is a jolting scoring shot once again from Favier. Working his way forwards is Novruzov, and perhaps that previous 20 seconds of Favier enough to tilt this round in his favor with less than a minute to go. But I still think that pressure would be the tactic of the day here, but of course you've got Cuban maestros over in the red corner. They'll be instructing their man as to how he's to go about his craft here. Look at Novruzov. I think he's playing possum here. Looking busy, doing not very much. He's breathing through an open mouth. He's put onto the end of a left cross, tries to turn the tables and does land with a good right hand. Closing seconds of the third and final round. Exhortations audible from both corners because this contest was in the balance coming into the third and final frame. I think it's Novruzov who has been feeling the pace more, but he's done a good job getting his way through that round. Made it to the final bell, not that he was in danger of being stopped, but that a very close final round. Again, for what it's worth, I think that the man in red has taken it. But there was a considerable change from the tactics that served him so well in the second round. To his credit, he did try to step it up in the final minute of the third round and replicate what he did in round two. But that was the type of jolting left hand he was able to land. Look at how it stopped the man in blue in his tracks. That the most effective, eye-catching combination. And so we will go to the scorecards. I think it's the man in red who will have his hand raised. Let's get the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the red corner.
And there's confirmation.
FAVIER CASTRO, Cuba.
A unanimous points decision win for Darian FAVIER CASTRO. 29-28 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. The judge from Bosnia-Herzegovina favoring the Cuban boxer in all 3 of the completed rounds. So he took 2